Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so that we can bring you the latest news as they come. And together we can support our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, and Eastern Security Network to make our Biafran dream and restoration a reality. He say. The Fulani slave governor of Ebonyi State, Engineer Dave Umeyi, suffered double loss for giving all to his Fulani slave masters. And he cries out that after the Fulani Nigerian government led by the Buhari impostor deceived and betrayed him, those he depended on further betrayed him. That is the ȯ낳neze whom are on his payroll because they are working with Dave Umehi and Hopeless Uzodinjo to scuttle Biafran resurrection struggle. And they are the ones preventing the unconditional release of our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Dave Umehi wept that he can never trust or believe ȯ뾱aneze led by the Fulani slave, Professor George Obiozor, a Fulani errand boy. Umehi lamented that after paying Obiozor billions of naira, he connived with the Southeast APC delegates to sell their votes to willing buyers instead of standing in defense of the call for the Igbo presidency. The same Obiozor and his co-travelers are currently working on how to sabotage Peter Obi if he refuses to step down for the Fulani preferred candidate, Atiku Abubakar. The present crop of the so-called Igbo leaders are criminals who can do anything evil to destroy Biafra restoration. But thank God that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu enlightened Biafrans and exposed the activities of these so-called Biafran leaders. And these traitors knows that Biafrans can never trust them, and they have resulted in supporting the Fulani Nigerian government's genocide in Biafra land so as to force and deceive Biafrans to trust them. The Nigerian lawlessness will persist if the Fulani Janjaweed criminals continues to rule the zoo called Nigeria. In Nigeria, the fraudulent Nigerian 1999 constitution, created solely by the Fulani Janjaweed, gives the Fulani criminals the power with which they use for oppressing and dominating Nigerian indigenous tribes. Government is potent, omnipresent teacher, and it teaches by example. Crime is contagious. Chronic Fulani crimes of violence and corruption invites all to become law into themselves. This is why Nigeria must disintegrate so fast, because Biafran restoration and independence is what will guarantee freedom not only for Biafrans alone, but for all other Nigerian indigenous tribes suffering under the Fulani terrorist attacks, both from the compromised Nigerian military agencies and the Fulani bandits, Boko Haram terrorists. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's unconditional release is the bridge that must be crossed. It's the bridge that must be crossed in order to get to other issues like the useless Nigerian elections in 2023. According to reports, the United States Army Southern European Task Force said it will hold their annual African Lion exercise involving more than 7,500 service members, led by the U.S. Army Southern European Task Force. African Lion 22, will execute in 4 countries, that is Morocco, Ghana, Senegal, and Tunisia. And this is causing a great panic in Fulani Aso Rock. Militaries from Brazil, Chad, France, Italy, the Netherlands, Spain, and the United Kingdom will join the United States and host nation troops. The United States participants came from all service components, including the Reserve and National Guard. The exercise bolsters interoperability among partners, nations, and support U.S. military strategic readiness to respond to crises and contingencies in Africa and around the world, because their focus is on Fulani terrorism in Nigeria. This effort involves strengthening their shared defense capability to counter transnational threats and violent extremism or extremist organizations, especially the Fulani terrorist bandits and the Miyetti Allah and the Fulani terrorist killer X-Men and Boko Haram, including the Islamic State terrorists, which is the common good of the U.S. and African partner nations. My brothers and my sisters, this exercise has created panic in the Fulani presidency at the Aso Rock, and everyone is afraid because they know that their genocide in Biafra land is about to come to an end. And they cannot stop Biafran restoration. They can't stop it. Because Biafran restoration and independence is God's mandate. The Fulani Janjaweed, led by the Buhari impostor, have tried everything within their powers to overrun Biafra, but they failed. Even those they are bribing, they are lobbyists in the UK and in the United States, are all turning their backs against them because they know that the Fulani Nigerian government are very complicit, and the whole world is seeing the truth that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has revealed in the time past. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.